Hey, welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And today we are talking about Jetstar. Yes, the low cost Australian airline that is doing a Dreamliner makeover. So let's learn about all this and let's talk about Jetstar and its new Dreamliner's makeover. So come with me. Let's talk gadgets. So let's talk about Jetstar and the makeover to its Dreamliners. On the 7th of April, Jetstar announced the return of its first revamped Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The inaugural flight took off from Melbourne, destined to Phuket. The plane arrived in Melbourne from Hong Kong after undergoing a massive cabin fit. So this is good news if you like this aircraft and of course if you are a fan of Jetstar, which I am. The makeover will cover both business and economy cabins. All Jetstar Dreamliners will be progressively undergoing the same makeover, a process expected to go through until late 2027. So it will take a while still for the airline to implement all of these changes into all of its Dreamliners, but they are coming. So what are the changes? Business cabin went from 21 seats to 44 seats, which is more than double. The new seat features a 965 centimeter pitch and a 17.8 centimeter recline, a 6-way adjustable headrest, enhanced cushioning, calf and footrest, bifold in arm tray tables with cocktail table, very nice, sit back device holder, and dual eye power USB-C charging points. So this is very good for the business class, but the economy class also had some changes. So they also had makeover in economy class with all new Recaro seating, 76.2 centimeter pitch and 12.7 centimeter recline. According to Jetstar press release, this is approximately 5 centimeters more than the current A32 Neo, 320 Neo, A320 Neo, and A321 LR cabins. So these Dreamliners will have even much more comfort than these other aircraft. It also includes a 6-way adjustable headrest, additional in-seat cushioning, seatbelt device holders, and dual eye power USB-C charging points. So basically the same arrangements as the business class. Connectivity is the sales point here. So Jetstar says it will be the first time passengers can stay connected in the air. The airline partnered with Viasat, which also provides Qantas with fast satellite-enabled Wi-Fi across the fleet, so across all the refreshed fleet. This service supports streaming, messaging, browsing, and everyday use. The service is paid for economy customers, and the Streaming Plus service is included with business class. So for business class passengers, the Streaming Plus service is included. For economy passengers, they will have to purchase it. Now, let's see which routes you will have these services. The new cabin also includes 6 lie-flat bunks at the rear of the aircraft, allowing for further destinations. So this is for the cabin crew. So the new cabin will allow for further destinations because these bunks will allow the crew to have the required rest and obviously have more crew on board. The new seats will allow Jetstar to operate flights up to 16 hours. That's great. The airline wants to extend its international operations, and this is the first step, of course, because if you can have more fleet, a bigger crew on board that can obviously be replaced, you can obviously reach a longer route. It currently flies to Tokyo, Osaka, Singapore, Phuket, and Ho Chi Minh City. Soon the airline will be operating to Colombo and Sri Lanka, possibly the airline will announce more routes in this new arrangement. So this is great news for Jetstar. I think it's obviously good to have this. And let's face it, Dreamliner is a fair, new and comfortable aircraft. These new cabin changes will obviously bring it to a new other level of comfort and service. I think these days in aviation, and a lot of aviation YouTubers have already stated this as well, that today changes in aviation are happening really, really fast. And for example, when 30, 20 years ago, a new aircraft would come and a new cabin design would be released and it would stay relevant and on point for quite a while. These days, that doesn't happen anymore. And a cabin that may be very new and refreshed today, in 6 months' time, 1 year, it may just look dated, even though it's not that dated in years' time, so to speak. So it is important that airlines recognize this, and they do all they can to have their fleet refreshed, offering the latest, the latest gadgets, the latest in comfort, etc. Because that, of course, that will attract more passengers, and you will obviously increase the reputation for that particular airline. So I think it's a good thing for Jetstar to do this, and I hope there's more news coming from Jetstar. So for today, I hope you like this news from Jetstar. If you are planning to visit any of these new routes, for example, Colombo in Sri Lanka, or any of the cover routes, maybe you are going to have a look and see what's in store for you. As I said, at the moment, it's just this aircraft that has been put back in circulation, but of course, throughout these 2 years, Jetstar will be renewing or refurbishing all their Dreamliners, and these will become more and more frequent. So chances are you'll get one of these new Dreamliners more often. So if you have any suggestions of any topic that you would like me to talk about, please leave a comment below. Or if you have already had experienced this new cabin with Jetstar, just leave us a comment below. How was it? Which class did you fly in, by the way? And how was your experience? Of course, as always, I ask you to put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week. Have a good one and fasten your seatbelts. We are about to hit some turbulence. Bye!